The time now, it's 11 o'clock on this Tuesday night, February 4th, 2014, and it's time now for the Weather Magician BJ Wiggins, a late night report. Tuesday night, February 4th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current conditions at 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts got a temperature of 27 degrees with a humidity 89%, wind speed is calm, barometer 3.35 inches, dew point about 24 degrees, visibility of 9 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows a couple of line of snow flurries in northeastern Maine and northwestern portions of New Brunswick and eastern portions of New Brunswick and north central portions of Nova Scotia and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, snow showers western and eastern parts of Prince Edward. This is going to be the storm here. Snow showers from western portions, northeastern western portions of Vermont down for upstate and certain western New York down for central and western parts of Pennsylvania down for southern Michigan, southern Ontario down for Ohio, Indiana, and northern Illinois, and stretching out for much of Iowa down for northern Missouri, and stretching out eastern Nebraska and Kentucky and eastern Nebraska and Kansas down for northern Oklahoma. Here, sleet showers in
breaking out as freezing rain.
Central portions of
That's not a good combination. It looks like there's going to be a lot of snow.
Missouri down for 7 portions of Illinois down for southeastern portions of Indiana, northern Kentucky down for 7, Ohio down for 7, Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia down for Maryland down for the DC area, as Harvey Leonard of Channel 5 mentioned that sleet and freezing rain in Washington falling at 11 an hour. While rainy conditions in southern New Jersey down for Delaware down for southeastern portions of Virginia down for North Carolina, and a line of rain showers in south central Kentucky down for central portions of Tennessee down for eastern portions of Mississippi down for western Alabama down for eastern portions of Louisiana. Here, snow showers in north central portions of New Mexico down for the I-25 quarter from Pueblo down for Denver and down to Fort Collins. Snow showers in western portions of Colorado. Rain showers in east central portions of California. Rain showers off the southern coast of California off Los Angeles, and snow and sleet showers in the mountains of southwestern California. Rain showers off the northwestern coast of California. Snow showers in from northern portions of Utah and down western Wyoming down for several portions of Idaho, down eastern portions of Oregon and stretch on snow showers in northern portions of Montana and western portions of South Dakota and Rapid City. Snow showers in the I-5 quarter from Portland stretch up to Seattle down to southern British Columbia and up in Vancouver. Here,
North of the Pike, north of west at 128 into southern New Hampshire should be the jackpot.
Snow showers southeast of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and snow showers around Saskatoon.
All coming up, Heather.
And tonight, as they
West Dalton, Missouri. Good evening.
say, they're being left
23 degrees light snow. Okay, let's take a look at our
right now. The state
satellite looping shows
$7 million in back pay.
line of clouds covering from eastern Texas down for
The next 2 weeks.
coastal Mexico, stretching on Gulf states and down through much of the midsection of the country, then down in the plains and stretching in east of the Great Lakes and much of the eastern seaboard from Georgia, stretched on up in Maine and down for 7 Ontario, Quebec and down for New Brunswick, then down for Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. There, patch of clouds from western portions of New Mexico, down for Arizona, down for California, and down for northern Nevada. Down for northern portions of Utah, down for southern portions of Idaho, down for Oregon, and down for western portions of Washington, and down for western portions of British Columbia. Clouds from northeastern portions of British Columbia, and down to Alberta, down through Saskatchewan, down for Manitoba, down for northern portions of Ontario, down for Quebec. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our map situation here. High pressure centered in southern portions of Texas, northern North Dakota, and upstate New York and southern Quebec. A long station front from western British Columbia coast stretching down to Oregon, and a cold front from Nevada, northern Nevada, stretching down to Utah, down to Colorado, down to
Cancel for tomorrow.
New Mexico, stretching down to Texas. And another cold front from northern Mexico, stretching down to the Gulf of Mexico and Louisiana, station from the Gulf states, stretching down to Georgia and stretching out to sea. Another station from western Mississippi down to Tennessee and Kentucky, stretching down to West Virginia, down for south central portion of Pennsylvania. And high pressure centered in eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and you know, Harvey was talking.
Final boundary down eastern portion of Washington and down through eastern portion of British Columbia. And in front of from eastern portion of Montana down for northwestern portion of Wyoming. Low pressure in Mexico
Has a lot of different elements to
and
it.
Mississippi.
It's a line of showers and thunderstorms down to the south. Now, when it was going through the south, we actually had reports.
31 degrees is our temperature right now in Boston. It's 35 out in Washington, D.C. 42 in Atlanta. It's 37 out in Miami. 53 out in Brownsville. 43 in Dallas. 19 out in
Look at the
Kansas City. 24 in Chicago. 5 above in Minneapolis. 2 above in Denver. 11 below in Great Falls. 25 in Salt Lake City. 30 out in Albuquerque. 56 in Los Angeles. 52 in San Francisco. And 33 in Dallas. 33 in Seattle.
Snow out of this whole thing. And as we try to look
Okay, let's take a look at our H.
This is Springfield, Illinois. Look at the roadways there. Before it's over with, they could get close to a foot of snow as it continues to fall into that area. Now that's all pushing its way into our direction. And so we're going to have a little taste of everything.
A winter storm moving across the Midwest eastward fact that the northeast will be followed by another plunge of Arctic air into the center of the country. Heavy rain could lead to a flash flood over the Tennessee Valley ahead of the cold front. Another winter storm is shaping up to be in the center of the nation. Will be spread eastward into the northeast trend that's short range forecast period. Upper level trouble moving off the Rockies and inducing the formation of a surface low pressure system near the Texas Gulf Coast. The swath of snow is already in place over the central plains ahead of it. Upper level short wave. Area snow will move eastward into the sink in for the surface low, which is expected to intensify and move northeastward across the Appalachians on Wednesday. Low expected to be somewhat milder from the southeast and the nearby Atlantic, resulting in snow change of freezing rain and sleet in central Appalachians where significant accidents can be expected. Some New England coast will be snow change at all rain on Wednesday before ending. However, farther north in colder areas from the lower Great Lakes eastward, central New England should see a foot or more snow before the system was at sea by Wednesday night. And in addition to wintry weather, the low pressure system also expected to spread heavy rain eastward ahead of a cold front, which could lead to flash flooding over the Tennessee Valley tonight and Wednesday. Beyond this winter storm, another surge of frigid air from the Arctic is forecast arrive. Temperature expected to drop more than 40 degrees below normal in the high plains. By the latter half of this week, the southwestern United States will be only area in the country spread from the Arctic blast. Nevertheless, light snow and storm showers are expected along the Arctic boundary from Northern California eastward into the South Rockies by early on Thursday. Showers should also begin to move into California on Thursday ahead of the Pacific system. Meanwhile, moisture from the Gulf of Mexico is expected to return to the western Gulf coast early on to Thursday, bringing in scattered rain showers in our region.
The Democrat is serving a 6-month sentence after being convicted.
Okay.
The full House will vote on the expulsion Thursday.
And more breaking news, Boston police are searching for a
Forecast discussion in New England. Significant snowfalls likely late tonight and Wednesday across much of southern New England as low pressure tracks just southeast and into Texas Wednesday. High pressure takes over late this weekend and Saturday with dry but cold conditions that are everywhere. Winter storms is possible late this weekend into early next week.
life-threatening injury.
Overall trends in the forecast remain the same for tonight. Half pushed back to time of any snowfall until after midnight, which is
Student is under arrest.
supporting the HRR models. Current observations are showing precipitation that reaching ground across Maryland and Pennsylvania at that time. As we'll continue to push toward New England and expect precipitation to quickly after the region after midnight with the heaviest snowfall starting to reach Connecticut and western Massachusetts by around 9 hours. As previous forecasters mentioned, this will be mainly all snow event tonight with a good thump of snow at the onset of this system. The maximum amount of lifted within the snow-covered region and sufficient moisture, as well as expected snowfalls rates in a region of 1 to 2 inches an hour. Between 9 hours and 12 hours ahead in the morning commute. 18-hour model guidance and the GFS continues to be in the line of other thinking. However, the 00Z name still is the farther north solution and bring the warm northern into the farther north as well. What it is still receiving the effective feedback this one is
Walking around campus later.
well.
Unprovoked.
We don't believe they're specifically targeted, and we don't believe that the suspects
Heavy snow mixes
knew each other.
and changes sleet, freeze rain, and rain in spots. Snow begins 2 to 5 a.m. Snowfall ranges by 1 to 2 inches per hour during the morning commute. All snow and rain all snow along the north of the Mass Pike and snow mix rain and stop by the Pike and coast. Uncertain precipitation totals uncertainty north of the center to make south of the Mass Pike to the south coast. Heaviest up to 12 inches north of the Mass Pike and that's great shadow up to 1.10 inches north of Connecticut into Rhode Island and into southeast Massachusetts. The jackpot in the snow will be 10 to 14 inches from northeastern Massachusetts down for Boston and down for Metro West and down for western counties and western Massachusetts. 8 to 10 inches from Springfield down for Hartford and stretch down northeastern Connecticut. Down for northern Rhode Island from Burrillville down within second stretch down for Norfolk and northern Bristol and Plymouth County. 6 to 8 inches from from the southern suburbs of Hartford and then stretching out for central Rhode Island, stretching for Providence and down for central and southern Bristol and south central Bristol and Plymouth counties from Providence down Fall River down through Middleborough down to Plymouth. 4 to 6 inches possible from southern Rhode Island down for southeastern Massachusetts and the Cape and the Islands. 2 to 4 inches from the Martha's Vineyard and 1 to 2 inches in Nantucket.
He also allegedly threatened the woman, her children, and her family if she reported the incident. Sharda's lawyer.
Okay.
Allegations outrageous.
Future cast here.
Paid on next on News Center 5.
A cancer breakthrough right here in Boston. How a poisonous gas could be a path to a cure.
A risky rescue of a pet in trouble, and the moment things went wrong.
And our impactful storm gets nearer every hour. I'll let you know if there are any other possible storms down the road.
Thursday, Kimmel rocks late night again. The Monuments Been Cast.
Snow's gonna get to the New York area and at Long Island by about 3 o'clock in the morning and down in Northeast Pennsylvania. And 5 a.m. Bam! Snow arrives in western Rhode Island and central and western Massachusetts and Connecticut down from southern New York State and down from northeastern Pennsylvania. 7 o'clock Vermont, New York. Bam! There we go. Storm for much of New England there and down through eastern New York and New York City. Mixing down through Trenton, down from New York City, down for coastal Long Island by about 7 a.m. 9 a.m. The ice line gets through New York and down for southwestern Connecticut by about 9:27. 11 a.m. The ice line approaches the Hartford and Providence areas by about 11 a.m. and down for central. Still going around Fall River down for Plymouth. Fair. Raining down for the south coast of Massachusetts and Cape and down for southeastern Rhode Island. By 1 o'clock, the ice will get to Bristol and Plymouth County, Norfolk County, and down for Connecticut. Then at 3:30, we still sleet and freeze ice and snowing for much of the Massachusetts up in the north, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, and up in the Maine. Then 5 o'clock, back to snow, and 7 o'clock, and it should be wrapped up by about 7:55 to 8 to 10 o'clock here. We're under a winter storm warning in effect. Low pressure will intensify off the Delaware coast early Wednesday and then track northeast past the south of Nantucket late Wednesday. The storm will bring a large drop of 6 to 12 inches of snowfall away from the south coast. For the immediate south coast of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, 3 to 6 inches of snow expected before a change over to sleet and rain from 9 a.m. to midday. Snow and taper after in the early afternoon except across northern Massachusetts and southwest New Hampshire, where snow may linger until 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Location: southern New Hampshire, most of Massachusetts, as well as northern Connecticut, and Rhode Island's under windstorm warning rain expected until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Time and storm around 2 to 5 a.m. then quickly becomes heavy by 6 to 7 a.m. with snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour at midday before taper off during the afternoon. Accumulation 8 to 12 inches along with the trace facts and impacts. Difficult travel conditions of reduced visibility due to snow and snow-covered roads, especially for the Wednesday morning commute. Winds northeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Visibility 1/4 mile and less at times. Temperatures in the mid-20s and winter storm warning and initial wind. An average of 6 or more inches of snow expected in 24-hour period, or for 8 or more inches in 24-hour period. Probably slow at the best or well. Treater surface and quite difficult in any unplowed and treater surfaces. Day 1 tonight, wind storm warning. Days 2 for 7. Wednesday for Monday, winter storm warning, and there are some minor problems in a single winter storm occurring sometime Sunday and then Monday.
At one point that we were going to cut it.
Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. Overnight, snow mainly after 3 a.m. Lower end 24 degrees. Light east wind. Chance of precipitation is 80%. Total nighttime snow accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. Wednesday, snow and sleet before noon. Then rain and sleet between noon and 3 p.m. Then rain and snow after 3 p.m. The snow can be heavy at times. High near 35 degrees. Northeast wind about 7 to 10 miles by chance of precipitation is 100%. Noon snow accumulation 5 to 9 inches possible. Wednesday night, snow likely mainly before 1 a.m. North Cascades at the low end 90 degrees. North wind about 6 to 9 miles by chance of precipitation is 70%. Noon snow accumulation less than 1 inch possible. Thursday, both lands skies high near 29 degrees. Northwest wind about 7 miles per hour. Thursday night, podcast low end 13 degrees. West wind about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Friday, most of the skies high near 28 degrees. Friday night, podcast low end 13 degrees. Saturday, part of the skies high near 30 degrees. Saturday night, Most Alaska, low and 16 degrees. Sunday, chance of snow, most Alaska, low high near 32 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Saying that, chance of snow, Alaska, low and 28 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Monday, chance of snow, most Alaska, high near 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Monday, chance of snow, Alaska, low and 10 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Tuesday, Alaska, high near 26 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the night. A wintry, snowy Wednesday on top of the mountain. This is PJ Wednesday. Have a good night with a good past at the top. We see you tomorrow morning. Good night.